Hello, everybody. Can I have your attention, please? You pause what you're doing for the moment. Okay, we are going through an activity. This activity, right, may have something to do with your intuition. So what's going to happen over here? Because we have our organizer shipping over there. So his initial conception of this group is that we're going to build a community. And the community that's not only to do with tarot reading, to be to do with the metaphysics in any aspects. So to enhance this vision of his, right, we have decided that maybe in the middle of our session we're going to have an activity so that we can mingle, and at the same time, right, also talk about other topics that people may be interested in. So during this like 30 to 35 minutes or even 40 minutes, what are we doing? We can use this time to do sharing. For example, let's say somebody has got something that he has discovered or she has discovered and wants to share with the community, then can make use of this time to do so. Then it can also be used as a social experiment. So let's say, for example, right, you may be very interested, are experienced tarot readers more accurate? So if you have this kind of question, right, then we can post it and then we can think of a way to test it using all the people around us, or by doing a correlational study or whatever the thing is. So this is also possible. So we can make use of the time to do such a thing. Then we can also make use of this time to do some assorted games and activities. So all of you, I presume you may have watched a game show like The Price is Right before.
You just reveal your age, you know.
Yeah, The Price is Right. The game show, right? They have very regular things like Twitter. Then this is just like stop here and there only. So this is also what I'm going to do. There,
I don't know the name. I'm too young, I don't know.
Okay, so any of you who would like to propose some ideas what you want to do during this time, right? You can also put it on Telegram or whatever the case is. It's not only that I'm going to facilitate, anybody can facilitate, it's just that I'm just happening to facilitate and lead today, okay? So we're going to do some video recording. So only this part will be affected. So as long as you come to
this, do you want to at least tell them when you intend to share this video? So in case people don't feel comfortable, people that you want to know that you are interested in tarot,
no names will be mentioned in this entire video, okay?
Data privacy,
okay. So the purpose is because as our community is quite still very new, so we don't have a lot of data exposure. So you want to have some form of videos in the platform so that at least you are building it from there. Now, what are some of the notes? Okay, so today, right, the first activity, the only activity actually that we're going to do has got to do with. You can sit down, no problem, huh? We're going to stand for like 30 minutes.
Camera shy. Huh? Yeah, you see? Very right.
Okay, so what's going to happen is that a lot of people in the past especially have asked how do tarot readers actually know or how do they get the message? So one of the explanations that I have would be that the concept of collective unconscious. Have you heard of this concept before? It's basically like the information is just here. All of us have shared memories and it's here. We are just downloading it only. The idea of collective consciousness or a collective unconscious is not something new. It came from Carl Jung, which is a very famous psychoanalyst. And generally, you can think of it like we can ask things via tarot by feeling the energy of downloading the information from just here, which is shared space. It's like a shared library. But how do we access this library? So think of it as all these things that are over here that we can download is like a public library. The more we go to the library, the more these books will be available for us, even considered like a recommended books. But if you don't come to this area to borrow books at all, then it's very hard for you to access it. Correct? You understand the logic, right? So the more you read, the better it is. So what's going to happen over here? I'm going to play a game called Insert. Okay? Now, we're going to have 16 events that are all our shared memories depending on your age. Doesn't matter. I presume all of you are Singaporeans, right? So we have 16 Singaporean events that have happened. So what's going to happen is, right, I'm going to name the 16 events. Then you will decide whether it is before or after. Where do you insert this event? chronologically. So you may not know, or you may have already forgotten, but try to use your intuition or logic to dive into it and try to see whether it should be before or after. I may ask each table set individually so that we can actually have like a mini competition, but each of you may also have an answer, and then later when we have a debrief, then you can actually see how accurate you are, okay? You ready? Maybe a gentleman over here, you can just draw a random card so that we can have a base event. Like what number is the card that you draw? 3. No, that's a page. Okay, let's put it as 11, okay? Yeah. Okay, 11. Event number 11 is SQ117 hijack. Do you remember such an event? Yes. That is in 1991. So, we put this event over here. Now let's start with my list of events. Event number 1. Okay, now we start the game already. I'm going to read off 1 all the way through 16, one by one. Then you decide whether it is before, after, or in between. Okay, because as we have more and more events, then you have to be insert between 11 and 13, insert between 10 and 11, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, where should I insert this event? Understand? Okay, number 1, event number 1. Singapore hosts Youth Olympic Games.
After.
Do you know? After. All the groups. Okay, so it's quite easy, right? Yes, Youth Olympic Games, just to give you a reference. Do you remember the year? It's actually in 14 August 2010. So event number 1 I'll put over here. Now, event number 2. Nicole Highway collapse.
Oh, wow.
So it's where? It's insert before or after? Between 11 and 1. Okay, you tell me your answer. What does your intuition tell you? It's very simple because we still have very few events. Right? When there are more and more events, right, it becomes harder. Huh? Nicole Highway collapse. So wait, let me write down. Nicole Highway.
History 11. Is it before and after 2010? Is it?
Where do you think it is? Is it before, in between, or what?
Before 11 or not? It's definitely after 2010.
After 2010. It's after 2010. So you say it's after number 1. What about this table? Between. Your that side. What is your answer?
Last table.
Huh?
Between.
Okay. This is table 1. Okay, between is correct.
Oh.
The 2 should be here.
Nicole
Highway collapse happens on
It's a stronger table, because we got more people.
Yeah. Because you left, you abandoned her.
Only one contest.
Okay. Now, event number 3.
Why not we call this table 1 instead?
Okay lah. Can also. Okay, if you don't mind.
The bonding session you left out.
Sorry, because the camera is there. Okay, event number 3. Botanic Gardens is inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
After. This is the last one.
Okay, what's your answer? Table 1, you know your table 1, right?
Oh, yeah,
After number 1. What about you? No, that side?
Table.
Huh?
Can be a guess.
Then you have to use your intuition, ma. Huh? Give space so that maybe you can insert. Where do you think it is?
There's only 50 chance.
No, because it can be here, you know.
Then I thought on collective consciousness.
Where?
I would say
Any contract lah.
between 1 and 2.
Between 1 and 2. The answer is after 2010, because this event happened in 2015. So this table and this table is correct. Alright, event number 4. Let's tap into our Singapore consciousness. Goh Chok Tong becomes Prime Minister. So when is it? This is a bit tricky because got 1991 over there, right?
Between 11 and 2.
So it's definitely.
Okay, so you say between 11 and 2, huh? Is that so what the group number 1 say between 11 and 2? What about the center table? What do you say it is? Before what?
Before which one?
Before 11.
Mine is also, mine is
Okay, if you have your own answer, but then your group overpowers you, then you just remember later we will have a debrief, okay?
Can.
Now what about the last group?
Before SQ.
You want to check phone, never, okay?
手机啦。
Okay, so the answer is actually you should put it before 11 because it happened in 1990. To be exact, 28 November 1990. Okay?
Don't care.
How come you put number 3?
Huh?
Number 3 is missing from the right side.
What do you say?
Number 3 is missing from the right side.
Oh, where should number 3 be?
Table 1 was also before what? You're not giving us a score?
Huh? There?
Table 1?
no, power is wrong.
Wrong.
Small thing.
Hey, you want to try us or not?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Now let's go to event number 5. Opening of the first Singapore casino.
Wow.
I don't gamble, I don't know.
You have collective consciousness over here, you cannot don't care, right? Or?
Singapore casino.
Yeah, Singapore first casino opened which year?
It's definitely after Bo Song Song.
To help you I just put down the dates so that it's easier for you to see.
Oh yeah, thank you. That helps a lot.
Maybe that helps a lot, huh?
Yes. Well, after a while I also learn. So it will be around casino opening. 2004? It's definitely before. In between 2004 and 2010. I think it's between 1 and 2.
Okay.
I think between 1 and 3. I think it's between 1 and 3.
So group 1 says between 1 and 3. What about group 2? What do you say? Between 1 and 2.
1 and 3.
Or between 1 and 3 also.
Hey, group 3.
Group 3, what do you say?
不如不要那个 debate.
国家大事。
Okay, before 210 and after 205, between 2
Between 1 and 2. The answer is correct for paper 3. It's between 1 and 2. It happens in June 2010. Just 2 months before.
That's one I say between 2 and 1. Never mind, we don't fight. Never mind. Small thing. Not like I'm going to get a PhD. Fine.
Y'all thought that I'm going to get
Chill. Very chill. Even if I wrong, I still got
Okay, let's go on number 6. Event number 6. Oh, this is funny. No. Annabelle Chong films her gangbang with 251 men.
Oh my god. What's that?
Annabelle Chong films her gangbang with 251 men.
Oh, that's long time ago.
Yeah.
I think during Gok Chok Tong's time. During Gok Chok Tong.
So when is it?
Yeah, it's very long. But cannot be lah. 1990, I only 7 years old I wouldn't know all this shit lah.
No, you have collective consciousness.
Recently it was shown because 解禁.
Oh.
Yeah, because
So okay, maybe you start with paper 3 this time. What's your answer?
We are not,
I like that. That's your next time to think.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Hi. Decide what's your answer?
Hello, Team 3. Team 3.
After 4, but before 11, right? So this is what team 3 says. What about team 2?
Team 2.
After 4, like this.
Is it same? Between 11 and 2. Okay, this is what you agree. Group 1 to say
11 and 2.
between 11 and 2.
Can.
Yes, you're correct. It's between 11 and 2.
Wow! Not that I know. Anyhow, collective consciousness. Because I know she's like so long time ago. I've heard of she appear in Straits Times.
It's not the one snake.
His name? No, she entered into
Okay, we have just a few more events. Number 7 is, okay, this one is a very famous case. McDonald's boys got lost in front of the school. The two boys who got kidnapped in front of their school. They are all over the world. Before 4. Okay.
What's that? I don't know. Okay, right. Team 2.
Have you heard of McDonald's kids before?
I've never heard of McDonald's kids. Okay, so
All correct.
I suddenly think I took me out. I never know.
Ego boost.
Okay. This is 1986. Okay, next, number 8. The 8th event is young girl Huang Na gets murdered. Huang Na's murder case. Where should it?
I don't know.
You know Huang Na? Also don't know. So where?
Table 1 says
Table 1 says where?
2 and 5.
Huh? Between 2 and 5, okay. This is where you say. Where would you insert this? Same. You?
2 and 5.
I think we all got a collective consciousness from now.
Receiving from each other.
It is correct.
Really?
It happens. So 2, 5. Wait ah. So this is 2, 8.
It takes us more than 50% of 16 events to get collective consciousness.
Next one, they won't prove us.
This one it's event number 9. Veteran actor Huang Wenyong dies of pneumonia. Huang Wenyong.
A few years ago, lah.
I don't know, huh? Do you even know of such a person?
Does she have an English name? Is it
No,
she
it's
or
just
he?
called Huang Wenyong, huh?
He, Chinese actor. Oh. I think it's
Why would you say this event should fall under? Maybe this time can start with group 2, huh?
Okay, start with group 2. After the group 2.
Between 8 and 2, here. Okay, this is your answer. What about group 3? Between 1 and 3. Wow, so far away. Okay, what about you?
Group 1. After 3.
After 3.
Anyhow for 1.
The answer is between 1 and 3. So Huang Wenyong died on 20th April 2013. Okay, the 10th event, sitcom Under One Roof ends its first episode. Under One Roof.
Under one roof,
Sitcom Under One Roof has its first episode.
1994 to 1996 something.
Wow, okay.
1994, between 11 and 6. 11 and 6. Or 6 and 2 also can. 6 and 2. 6 and 2. Okay.
Okay.
Yes or no? Okay, 6 and 2. 6 and 2.
This is group 1. What about group 2? Where do you think it is?
Between 4 and 11.
4 and 11. Okay. What about group 3?
11 and 6.
Between 11 and 6. One of you is correct, no? It's actually between 6 and 2. Huh?
At least not something. So fast.
G construct access the collective conscious.
I'm assessing my background. I'm like, oh, wait, I'm when I watch it. Just back then, my breath people only got TV.
Okay, event number 12. Opening of the circle line.
Oh. 3 is what year?
Huh?
Number 3 is what year?
Number 3 is 2015.
After this.
Do you think about it first?
Yeah. Okay. Go with your.
This is 11.
I think between 11 and 6. 11 and 6. Circle line leh. Yeah.
Circle line.
Circle line leh. So long. It's so much. Confirm no. 2000. Wait, 1994. Okay.
Between 1 and 9. Okay, here. This is your group 2 answer. What about group 3? Where should I place? Where should I insert event number 12?
Okay, bye time. I think how about 10 and 2? Wait. I don't know. Oh, this. Rewriting. Oh.
1 and 9.
1 and 9.
Between 1 and 9 also?
Group 1.
I think it's very close to 9, so I okay, fine.
Okay, should we go for 1 and 9? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah lah. Okay, 1 and 9. All wrong.
Actually, circle line very close. Is actually in 2009. 2009.
All wrong.
Okay, so it happened in 2009. So you're actually quite close already, huh? Your antenna not strong enough.
I'm not happy with any confidence.
Okay, next, event number 13. Zoe Tay gets crowned for the first Star Search.
Wow. Not when I said wait. Is there any show between the Zoe Tay getting crowned or what? It's about that. How about 6 and 10? She's in her, I think 50s already.
Okay, this is what you say. 7 and 4. What about?
Oh, crown you what? As a beauty pageant. The Star Search, the first Star Search. Oh.
In other words, when is the first Star Search lah? Okay, what about?
Just take 4-11. What do you think? Yes, agree? Let's go.
Your group is?
7 and 4. Yeah, 7 and 4.
7 and 4 also?
Yeah, because
Okay, it's correct. 7 and 4 is correct. It happened in 1988. So you can put number 13 over here.
My goodness!
Okay, we have 3 more events. Event number 14. Singapore wins first Olympic gold.
Walao eh.
Oh, is it the swimmer?
Go ah.
First Olympic gold, yeah. Singapore wins first Olympic gold.
Is it junior?
Yes.
No, no, schooling.
Yes.
That's only few years ago.
No. He said junior side.
Oh,
Yeah lah,
before.
yeah lah, but he was.
So far, the Botanic Gardens in 2015, maybe that's the reference point, okay?
He didn't win for the last 2 years. 1 and 9.
Okay, 15.
Between 1 and 9, okay?
1 and 9. 1 and 9 is what year?
2010 to 2013. It's 10 years ago.
Nine and 3 lah. Because schooling won the goal. First goal only what? One time.
Not schooling.
Not schooling. He said schooling ah.
Oh, schooling man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was.
Who else won gold?
9 and 3.
I believe it's after 3. It's fairly recent.
Yes, after 3. But since we have 2, we can choose what, 9 or 3. Between, I think it's after 3. Yes.
What about?
Yes. After 3. After 3.
Okay, so it's after 3 lah. Say here, you also say after 3, okay? It's actually in 2016, huh?
After 3. Yes, after 3.
Okay, 2 more events, so I think table 3 is leading.
Wow.
Okay, 15th event is PAP loses Arjunate GRC to WP.
I know.
PAP loses Arjunate GRC to Workers' Party which year?
But that's 2 times they lose.
No, the first time lah.
First time, okay. We have to count, 5 years.
The first goal.
First goal is after 3. I think it's after.
Yeah, you mentioned the date is there. So, the date, 2016.
No, I mean after.
Yeah, I think sometimes
It's after.
Is that every 5 years is the election, no?
After.
2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 2 times, so 20.
Between 1 and 9, say, okay. This is group 3. Any?
Oh no, group 3, they always win. Around that,
We have collective consciousness, we are followers.
What about this side?
Like that is fine for what? Six and 10.
Yeah.
Wow, so early.
Okay. So the actual answer is really between 1 and 9, huh? It happened.
Number 3 is correct.
yeah.
It happened in 2011. Okay, now number 16 event, right? Got 2 bonus marks, okay?
Wow.
Okay. This is a bit hard because people won't have a concept of this. Just like most people, when they look at the note, they do know that there's a name on the your note has something. But this one is I think a lot of people won't have a concept. SBS introduces first double decker.
Wow.
So 2 marks for this.
I think we all not born yet.
No, born already. Already. I'm born already.
SBS introduces the first double decker. Where should you place this? So this is, so 15 is over here, okay?
Yeah, I need to see.
2008.
That means if it's yeah, if you're born already, take your year before 2000. I should say it could be 6 and 10. What do you think?
I think that.
Okay, number 3. Where the jokers?
Oh, we are completing. Okay.
Okay, I go for snack, I drink.
Then she should be the oldest here.
Who?
I
I don't think so lah.
we are completing. Okay.
谢谢。
Okay. 刚才
Okay, between 7 and 13 is what? Between 6. Okay, what about your group? Huh? Between 6 and 10. Between 6 and 10.
I think 13 and 4, what do you think? 13 and 4.
maybe.
13 and 4.
13
Yeah.
is what?
13, 1998.
13 and 4, yeah. Can I?
Okay, the answer, the first double decker is actually introduced in
Number 2, answer already.
1977. Right?
为什么我没有看过？
Huh? No X1 one. 没有 X1 的。No, I also don't know because I checked Wikipedia. Okay. How do you find such an activity as a change over a tarot? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. But just as a debrief, how did you actually step into the answer? Were you like feeling an answer first, or you try to use logic? So what kind of processor are you? Are you a logical processor, a thinker? Or you use thinking, or do you use intuition? It's very hard for you to actually visualize in this game. But let's use an analogy. When you go to a shopping center, let's say got some event, a lucky draw event, right? They have a gigantic balloon sculpture. They ask you to guess how many balloons are there. If you can guess correctly, you win the prize. You know that kind of a game, okay? Big thing hanging suspended to from where, like into the concourse or whatever I think it is. If you are trying to guess the number of balloons, if you are a logical thinker, you look and then try to like use cylinder over here, then cone over here, then try to conceptualize. That is a logical thinker. If you are an intuitive thinker, you just 5,232. That's it. That is an intuitive thinker. But most of us fall in between. Which means we try to merge the two together. They are different in terms of speed, but there's no right and wrong answer. Because sometimes like, a random intuitive guess can be correct as well. So here we just try to prove the point that actually not all are, there's no thing that is better than the other. But sometimes when we are getting a message and we accept that it is, then it is correct already. To know how many of you, when you are trying to do this, you got your answer correct, but then because other people negate it, then you didn't, it might have happened to many of you, right? You thought that this was the answer, so it could also give you an indication whether your intuition is actually on point or not. I hope that this activity helps you in a way. Thank you very much.